me so basic. Boy, you the op in your scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Go places, foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man, sucker if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that Vigo de Gallo? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. Up in my pocket. I don't want pulse to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay.
You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months saying I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. And off we go from Denver. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The first carry is a Bronco for the longtime Charger. It's Melvin Gordon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Gordon. Take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. That's his longest run of the 1st quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside. Make it happen.
9-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the run. 56. Mike, 56 right there.
Now to the air. Lock. That'll be caught by the rookie, K.J. Hamler. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver 1st. On 1st down, Gordon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play call. Things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Rolling to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield. Mission accomplished. Points on the board.
And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Play action. Now it's Murray. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
And the Titans 1st down.
Shotgun now for Murray. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Titans have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. First and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
In the offseason, Melvin Gordon made the move over from the Los Angeles Chargers to the Denver Broncos. He stayed in the AFC West, and now he has a mission to get back to being mentioned as one of the top backs in the league. With a young quarterback, Drew Lock, there, expect him to catch a ton of passes out of the backfield and use his ability in open space to make people miss.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Lock. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Albert O. Albert Okwuegbunam was the target there. And that'll bring up second down.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Here we go. 60 outlaw. 56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
To throw again. Lock. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands? And off he goes, off to the races, and into the end.
Extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Henry with a run on first down, but he's not going anywhere as they'll get to him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 12. Murray. Catch made. It's Moreau. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A 77-yard punt return. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability.
And as soon as they hand a rookie his playbook, they say you better make your mark on special teams if you want to hang around. I'd say returning one for a touchdown will definitely leave a memory.
Yeah, that's a pretty indelible mark here early on in his career. Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
For Denver.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
At the 22-yard line.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, Murray. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
To Julio Jones.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
Way to hustle, boy.
So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. Nifty move by Gordon, and he works free.
You get nothing.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Melvin Gordon, 59 yards. And the Broncos have retaken the lead.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Play fake. Murray. Man open left side is Brown. And all the way down to the 27. A big play that time for the Titans. 58 yards. Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws. And how many times have you seen any of what we call an in-breaking route? Quarterback really turns it loose, doesn't he? Has a lot more.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Looking deep for Julio. And that will be incomplete. Murray tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer reception he had that ended their last drive. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will tie things at 17 all. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
5-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
We know Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter, but being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you know how to run the ball inside and with power as well. I also like the fact that he's a weapon in the passing game. Had as many as 58 catches in a season. Throw it to him in space and look out.
Locke working out of the gun. Able to get this to Gordon. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Kill, kill, kill.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. KJ Hamler making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Broncos have broken the tie. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Broncos 24, Titans 17.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Murray. And Jones has it over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Credit the tackle for loss to Harold Landry.
29-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Noah Fant was a first-round pick in 2019, and he was picked because of his receiving skills. Had 40 catches in his rookie season for 562 yards. Did have 2 games where he topped 100 yards in each of those.
It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 34 yards the gain that time, another first down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now on 2nd and 13, Locke. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Locke. Got Gordon open, completes it. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Kickoff for Denver.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
On the deep ball. It leads to 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Coverage on the play by Kyle Fuller.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. A final shot before half for Murray. That's going to be caught by C.J. Board. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's third down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Picked off at the 38. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 20. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Murray trying again after the pick six. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about it.
And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Will Parks there in coverage to knock it away. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Murray eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10, right at the 30.
Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it.
They'll roll him out right. This is the tight end fan. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's good.
A good pickup there at 22.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
61. Matchbox. Light. Ready, go.
Locke now on 1st down. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Flush to his right, and this is going to be incomplete.
On the keeper. Incomplete.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
Broncos.
He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Murray off play action. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Murray. Looking deep for Julio. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Check safety, check safety. Shoot, let's go.
From midfield, here's Locke. Pass caught by Jerry Jeudy, his first NFL catch. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Locke flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
Harold Landry with the sack, and the 3rd-year player out of Boston College. He led the Titans in sacks last season with 9 total. And now with the addition of Vic Beasley, that should take some pressure off of him, and maybe his numbers might even jump.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. So that one will be accepted. Play action. Now it's Murray. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Will Parks. And the return will stop right around the 25. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
9-yard line.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And the Broncos are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're on EA Sports. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Shotgun snap to Locke. And this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. 52 yards.
First down.
First down, Murray. The left side completion to Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Julio Jones. 40 yards. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Broncos 34, Titans 24.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up second.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
56 to Mike. 22 check bomber. 22 check bomber. Check. Bravo.
Throwing now is Locke. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
He's got his tight end fan. The 30, 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant, 67 yards, and the Broncos will extend their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
And 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. You won't see me in your nightmare, son. You won't see me in your nightmare. Watch out, watch out.
To throw again, Murray. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Broncos 48, Titans 24. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
Complete to Julio.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Play fake. Murray. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory.
Complete to number 7.
A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. And the Titans were #1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's 1st and goal. He'll buy some time right. His pass caught at the 4. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. He'll get 3 up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Rolling to his right. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll actually throw it with Locke, escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 13-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Locke working out of the gun. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tim Patrick there to make the grab. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check 15, check 15. Slam, slam, slam.
Off play action. Murray sliding out of the pocket. Now a desperation throw. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll get 34 yards there.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen, because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. That'll bring up second down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
536. 536. Come on, D. Out. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now Murray again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
After the turnover, here's Locke, eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Right here, right here. Right there. 54. Right there, right there. 54.
Locke going to throw it here. Flush to his right.
Nothing here. Nothing here.
13 yards on the pickup, and the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.